Now, O Kae Molao operations are underway tonight, this time in Moroka in Soweto. eNCA's Heidi Giokos is with the team, and she joins me now live from the police setup there. Now Heidi, Moroka police station late last year was listed in the top 30 stations that are struggling to solve crimes, and many community members complaining about police officers on duty not helping when they're called to assist. And I'm sure this is something that the police hierarchy will be dealing with in tonight's operation.
Yes, certainly, Marcel. I do think that crime is a major issue, not just here in Soweto, but across the province. There are a number of concerns, and it seems as though crimes are getting more and more violent. If you just look at the recent crime stats that came out that indicates the increase in murders and in assault cases. And we are here in Soweto. We are joined by the Deputy Police Commissioner for Gauteng, General Tommy Mtombeni. Thank you so much for your time, General. We do appreciate it. You've decided to come out here in Soweto. Why specifically Soweto? Is this an area of concern for you?
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity and the viewers at home. Why Soweto, specifically Moroka? Moroka is one of our stations which indeed have a problem in terms of the contact crimes. In terms of the robbery aggravated includes your car hijackings, your house robbery and the business robberies. And we have deployed the resources, prior to this operation, of which with our deployment with the crime intelligence, we managed to recover a truck which was hijacked here in Moroka and recover an engine which was stolen around the scrapyard, of which is a very good work by our crime intelligence. With our weekly campaign in ensuring that we do the suspect raiding, we managed to arrest 845 suspects, of which 150 is gender-based violence. We must indicate that within the province, we are challenged in terms of the cash in transit heist. We managed on the 2nd, which is Thursday, we managed to arrest, I'll say we managed to tactical unset people who are highly probably involved in a cash in transit in Roadblock, of which we had 3 fatalities, and unfortunately one of the community was injured. We managed to recover 3 firearms in that operational activity, which was integrated crime intelligence, K9 flying squad and tactical response team, and of course the security industry. I must add that as we know that robbery aggravated is a problem, as I've indicated, amongst them include the car hijackings. Within 2 weeks, I'll say from the 15th of February up until March the 1st, we managed to recover I'll say approximately 300 firearms with approximately 4,000 rounds, of which one would say we're really trying our level best. I know the matter for concern, or an issue which is a concern, is Soweto Town, Westbury. Today it was a funeral of one of the gang leader, of which we deployed intensively. With our deployment integratedly, so we managed to recover a pump gun within Westbury. Today, we managed to recover a pump gun and a pistol, which was recovered on the procession towards the cemetery, which was in Roadblock. So we are committed to ensure that we work closely with the stakeholders or the community in ensuring that the parts of the province communities are and they feel safe.
Okay. General, I wanted to go back to the issue of Westbury, because you have residents there very concerned. This is not a new issue. This stems back from 2018, where there was quite a lot of volatility there. Are you deploying more resources on the ground? And you've specifically spoken about the funeral that happened today. Was there any activity, was there anything of concern that was reported back to you?
With the deployment we had today, adequately so, we did not have any report which might be related, because normally when we have this type of funerals, within the cemetery you'll find that there are shootings. So we did not have it with our deployment. And I must indicate that we are prioritizing that specific area, not forgetting, your El Dorado Park, as El Dorado Park is part of the policing precinct which do have a problem. So we deploy integratedly so. Our deployment also includes other law enforcement agencies like your Metro Police. And the South African Police Service, we have flashed it in terms of different units. I must indicate that we also try to look on the neighboring districts in terms of pooling resources so that they can look into the, I'll say, the inner perimeter of the policing precinct.
Sorry, General, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just have to push more a little bit on the Westbury issue. So there have been allegations, and I know this question has been posed to the Minister, but there have been allegations that the police station, there's corruption involved, and the police officers have not been entirely working to better the community and to safeguard community members there. Are you aware of this, and are you doing anything about this?
Well, the question of corruption, one must say that we cannot overrule that. Highly probably, within the policing precinct, you'll have these rotten apples, but not all the police officials. I must indicate that our crime intelligence, they are on it in terms of ensuring that we zoom into those police officials, those are allegedly involved in a corruption, so that we can deal with those police officials precisely.
And just lastly, General, are you able to give a figure as to how many more resources have been deployed in Westbury, and does the situation remain calm for now?
Well, in terms of the figures, I don't think it will be wise to indicate the figures, but I can assure you that it's integrated from the South African Police Service, you may name the K9, and also we have to look on the exit roads like the highways, so that you have to look on your highway patrol and so on and so forth. And but of course, within the inner perimeter, as I've indicated, that we have intensified the deployment. Tactical response team, they are there, as well as the other workforce, as I indicated that on the neighboring district, we also have pooled the resources so that we can take care of Westbury or Sophia Town and El Dorado Park. As El Dorado Park, for the fact that from time to time we are challenged in that particular spot. But I must indicate that we're having a dedicated unit which is called anti-gang. The anti-gang is in a form of visible policing, as well as the detectives from the organized crime.
Okay, this is going to be my last question. Why did you not decide to do your operation in Westbury? Did you not find it important to have more of a police presence there?
Well, it is important, as I've indicated on my introduction, to say this police station, it is a challenge as well. But I must indicate that in Westbury, Sophia Town, we have deployed adequately to ensure that we mitigate the threat which might emerge on that particular space. If there happens to be any information from crime intelligence which might be related to, say, we are having a specific a threat, we can look as to say how do we deal with that, but we have deployed adequately, integratedly so.
Thank you so much. That was my last question. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. That was the Deputy Police Commissioner here in Gauteng, General Tommy Ntombeni. And then maybe we can just take a quick walk about Marcel, if time permits, just to show you that this operation is, of course, in full force. A number of arrests we have witnessed here, together with my colleague Percy. Drunk driving, we have seen about 2 or 3 arrests since we have arrived. Percy is currently showing you continue. Alcohol on top of a vehicle. We're not exactly sure what happened here, but a breathalyzer is currently taking place at the moment. And that seems to be quite the trend here at this particular operation here in Soweto, where a number of vehicles have been stopped specifically to do a breathalyzer test. So, of course, the operation still continues, and police will be moving into other areas to do a number of tests and operations.
Okay, Heidi Giokos reporting to us live there from the latest setup for the O Kae Molao campaign tonight there in Moroka in Soweto.